First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Falcon defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now it's gone. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you talk about this Lions defense, they were terrific a week ago in the win with Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They stay on the ground with Drake. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's gone. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's a diving catch right side. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown.
Mac Hollins,
His first touchdown of the new season.
and the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Khalif Raymond. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Even in only 10 games, seeing Pitts drop from 1,000 to under 400 yards receiving was tough last season. And he has only 3 total touchdowns in his first 2 years. Still one of the most athletic tight ends in the league. I expect last season to be the anomaly.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
There he goes left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
No surprise, Robinson is looking like one of the best running back prospects we've seen in a long time. He became the face of the Atlanta football team the second he was drafted, and he should be ripping off big runs for them for years to come.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That's going to be caught downfield by Miller.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Scotty Miller.
41 yards.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Koo now for the point after.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on third. Gone. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is brought in at the 21. A strong running. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down now, but that clock rolling. Robinson up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd down and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The give running right, Drake.
Down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Goff going to keep it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jared Goff. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands.
And now off to the races, down the right side. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards.
It's a gain of 53 yards.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts him back behind. There he goes, right side. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenyon Drake, 81 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And they're going to speed things up here. A shotgun snap for Goff. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He may go.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Scotty Miller.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Khalif Raymond.
A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Goff looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. could not pull it in.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over.
Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, it's gone. Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Montgomery.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
David Montgomery
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Now Goff. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And now off to the races down the right side. Falcons going to use their disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it, because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear, trying to talk him into going for it right here.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Lions, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers.